Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our nation's anthem. Nation's national. It's all the same, right? Play ball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Plaviac Field. We are here in the Mount St. Joseph booth presenting to you today this lacrosse game, which I know tons about. With me today is
Nathan Carr.
There it is, Nathan Carr,
Oh, yeah.
the one and only. Nathan, do you go to school here?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's really fantastic.
I know. It's so fun, so great.
Nathan, tell them who we're playing today.
We're playing St. Paul's.
St. Paul's. Beautiful. Someone told me they are top 25 in the nation. Does that scare you, Nick?
No, not really.
Not one
I
of-
think
not
St.
one
Joe
bit.
can give it to them today.
Hey, give us some keys to the match. What would you say St. Joe should be looking to do here to overcome St. Paul's?
Limit turnovers, win all the ground balls, face-offs,
Okay.
and key defense.
Key defense. Very good. There you have it. Goalies shaking hands off to their goals. Getting ready to go. Should be a good match today, Nate, wouldn't you say?
It would be a great match today.
Beautiful weather, no sun.
Yeah, a nice little breeze going.
Indeed. Here we go, ready for the face-off. Hudson.
Hammer off.
Ooh.
Good.
No possession yet. St. Paul scoops it up.
Now St. Paul enters St. Joe's D zone. Oh, big save by Augie Caesar.
Great save. St. Joe looking to advance offense. There it is. That's a great pass.
St. Joe's is setting up their offense.
Driving in.
Oh, the drop ball there.
There it is, pick back up. Jack Brain with possession. Throw over to Cooper Myers. Ooh. Still with possession, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Ryan Curry with the ball, looking to shoot.
Takes a shot.
Oh, big save.
Goalie has it.
St. Paul breaks it out. Nice pass from the goalie.
Henry Clark with the long stick.
Oh,
Oh,
big
another
save.
big save by Augie. St. Paul's back with possession, though.
Nice check by number 7.
Here we go. St. Joe on the hunt now. On the hunt.
Oh, overthrown.
Owen Craney has the pickup. Passes it to Ryan Curry. Jack Brain waiting for the rest of his guys to come on. Ooh. Ryder Scott, sophomore. See what he can do.
Shot. Oh, big save.
Ryder Scott chasing the goalie now. This is fantastic. Wow.
Oh, overthrown.
Look at that commitment from Ryder Scott. Forcing the turnover. That's fantastic. The wheels on him.
I know.
That's going to reset the clock for Mount St. Joseph on another offensive attempt. Jack Bray with double coverage. Throws it off to Ryan Curry, who's in the X. Owen Craney on the pick. Oh. A little miscommunication there from St. Joe. St. Paul now on the offensive.
St. Paul's moving it around. Oh, good stick by Brody Reese.
Nate, I gotta be honest, I have no idea what just happened there.
Me either.
Somehow St. Joe has ended up with possession. I'm gonna guess they crossed the midline, and that's a no-go on that one. St. Paul can't do that, I don't believe.
St. Joe trying to set up a play here. Gets it off to Ryan Curry. Back to Curry. He's going to be a key point of their offense today. He had 4 goals in the last game.
That's fantastic. Ooh.
Now St. Paul.
Tell you one
has
thing,
the ball
another
again.
key. Probably Nate would be a little throw and catch here. Got to make sure that the ball does end up, in fact, in the other person's lacrosse stick.
That is correct.
Here we go. St. Paul making a run.
Ryan
Ooh,
Curry trying to stuff him. Does not work. St. Paul gains the O-zone. Surprisingly, no goals in the first 6 minutes of this game, even though with a high intensity.
Yeah, Nate, St. Joe defense looking pretty solid so far in this first quarter. Augie coming up with some big saves as well.
I know. He's been the key point and the reason why this game isn't 2-0 right now, St. Paul.
Dump off to number 99 on St. Paul. Henry Clark.
Double coverage.
Ooh.
Nice save by Augie Caesar.
My mistake, fellas. That's Brody Reese there. That's not Henry.
Brody Reese with the ball. Looking to break it out. Long pass to 13. Ryan Curry with the ball. Check. Reed with the ball, dodging.
"30 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what Mount St. Joe can do."
Reed dodging, giving it to Jack Brain. Shot.
Shot one off.
Out of bounds.
St. Joe's going to get there first.
20 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot clock.
It's set. I told him it's slow.
Ryder's got Cooper Myers.
Shot.
That's on the outside.
Outside the net. Ryan Curry.
St. Joe back in possession. Goalie is out.
See what St. Joe can do here.
There goes some good looks from St. Joe. Let's see if they can put it together and score a goal. Owen Craney, Jack Barain. Now to Ryder Scott.
What?
There is a lot of chatter from the St. Paul bench here about the shot clock. St. Joe's still on the offensive. Ryder Scott with the ball.
Oh. St.
Paul
Paul
now
entering the O-zone.
on the counter.
Counter attack. Shot. Big save by Augie Caesar.
And that one's going to stay with St. Paul's. Augie just not in time to get possession of the ball.
Shot. St.
No,
Joe ball.
St. Joe locking it down on defense. Still scoreless with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Very defensive game so far.
St. Joe coming up with the ball.
Ryan Curry with it. Over to Jack Brain.
Jack Brain. He's driving. He's got 2 on him. Takes a shot.
Big save.
Saved. St. Joe really pressing St. Paul's before they try to cross the midline. A good switch on the defense. St. Paul's now has 30 seconds on the shot clock. Less than a minute to go in this first quarter.
Shooting.
Oh!
Off the post.
A real
That
dinger,
shot
you might
had some
say there,
heat on
mate.
it.
A ring-a-ding-ding on that shot.
Dish off to
St.
11.
Paul's.
Shoots. Big save by Augie.
And Augie has come up with the ball. St. Joe, 20 seconds left in this quarter. Can they make something happen?
15 seconds left. Long pass to Tyler Appenzeller. Can't come up with it. Five
Trying to make a
seconds
quick
left.
goal
Shoots.
here. No, goes
Augie
right
comes
to
up with a
Augie's.
save. Curry.
The
shoot.
long shot.
End of the first
Wow.
quarter.
What a quarter. Well, I'd say based on the 0-0 score here, we have 2 very evenly matched teams. A lot of defense happening here.
Not a whole lot of offense happening in this game.
No, but some good looks from both teams.
Yeah. Both goals coming up with a lot of big saves to keep their team in it.
Yeah, clutch indeed. Welcome back to MSJ TV. The score is still 0-0 in this lacrosse game with Mount St. Joseph versus St. Paul's. We're back in it. Mount St. Joseph with possession to start the second quarter.
Ryan Curry with the ball.
And that's a quick one from St. Joe. Not much coming out from that. We're going to have to see defense now. Brody Reese the long pole. Tracking number 99 for St. Paul. Looking to bounce it in, number 7 for St. Paul. A little unsuccessful. Very unsuccessful, in fact. It did not go in.
Number 5 of the ball.
Ryan Curry with defense. Augie. Once again. This has been a big game for Augie Slade. Great pass all the way to Beckett Fleury.
St. Joe looking to strike first in this game.
And they do have another chance going on right now, Nate. Let's see what they can do in the next 60 seconds.
Jack Berrain with the ball.
Reed Herbert driving. Doesn't get a good look.
And number 6 on St. Paul's. Ryan Curry with a pick.
Reed Herbert is now double teamed. Needs some help. Gets it off to Jack Berrain.
Jack Berrain looking to dodge. Cuts back in, shoots.
Takes a shot. In! St. Joe with the opening goal of this match. What an incredible shot there from Jack Berrain.
Absolute missile.
Lightning fast, that was.
Fastest I've ever seen. Supersonic speed.
St. Paul's not very ready for that one. A glorious shot from Jack Berrain.
Let's see if St. Joe can continue this offensive run.
Ryan Hudson is off for the faceoff. Let's see them go for a little more possession. And once again, another shot on goal. There it is.
Wins it.
He picks it up. He's driving. Takes the shot.
Oh.
Ambitious from Ryan Hudson, but we love the play. And now they're pressing. They're pressing the goalie.
Goalie's running.
He's got it.
Big chance.
Goalie is out.
Oh.
St. Joe.
By 19.
Hard at work to maintain possession. But it looks like it's going to be a penalty on St. Joe there. A little collision. I'm not sure between whomst. But that's going to go against the Gales for this one. I really love to see that press that St. Joe is doing.
Getting the ozone. Looking to score a goal of their own. Number 8, driving the net. Gives it off the 5. 91 with the ball. Now to 23. 99, looking to shoot. He has nothing.
40 seconds left on the shot clock here for St. Paul.
Number 8, dishing it off. St. Paul scores.
A quick pass all the way to number 5 on St. Paul's. He was right there on the crease to score that against the Gales.
Now what is St. Paul doing on their sideline? Rolling around apparently.
A little tomfoolery from the bench of St. Paul's. I'm getting intel that says that they do a lot of this tomfoolery and shenanigans on their bench. Score is now tied. Score is now tied 1-1. 8.5 minutes.
Let's see if St. Joe can answer back.
St. Paul's comes up after the faceoff.
He's looking to
He's
shoot.
driving.
Oh, loses
That's
it.
great.
26 comes out of the ball. Dishes up to number 5.
Players are flying on this offensive front of St. Paul's.
St. Paul's looking to set up some offense here. The dodges, gives off to the guy
Back to the
at
X. Oh, he's got to look.
Shoots. Big
Augie
save by
save!
Augie.
That's a great save.
Now to Bertie Reese.
Henry Clark with the ball. He's driving. Going past midfield.
Gives it to Ryan Curry. Now to Tyler Appenzeller. Back to Ryan Curry.
Does he have a look? Not quite. Rolls out. Ryder Scott with the ball.
Now to Jack Brain.
.40 seconds, St. Joe looking to run something.
Ryan Curry with the ball. Back to Jack Brain.
Ryder Scott with the ball. Looking to dodge. Can he get
He's
it?
gonna shoot.
Looking for the
A little
bouncer,
wide.
not quite.
15 seconds left on the shot clock for St. Joe. Back to Curry.
We have to hurry
Now
on
that's-
this one.
They're gonna shoot.
Goes from, oh.
3 seconds left.
Looks to sweep that one in. I'm not sure they're going to have enough time to do anything here. And he drops it. St. Paul's now with a chance.
Number 5 with the ball. Looking to set something up here.
Biding his time. I think he's going to roll. 91 with the ball to 99.
Bertie Reese on coverage. Shot.
Oof.
Just a bit wide.
Fires a laser, but that goes wide right. Some very high numbers on this St. Paul team.
Setting the pick. Back to number 8. Now to 19. He's looking to shoot.
17 seconds left. What can they
Back
do?
to 8. 99. Bertie Reese on coverage. 99 shoots off the post.
I believe he was on his belly button when he tried to shoot that one.
Yeah.
Ambitious. Ambitious from St. Paul's.
Acrobatic at that.
And off we go. Another offensive attempt. A long shot all the way to Owen Craney. And it looks like St. Joe's going to take a timeout.
Timeout.
Thank you for joining us as MSJ TV. We are back from the timeout. St. Joe on the offensive. They have 50 seconds on the shot clock here, looking to advance beyond St. Paul's as our score is 1-1 still.
Jack Brandon looking to pass
From the
back
knees.
door.
Ryder Scott with the shot.
Oh,
That had to have been deflected. I can't imagine a rainbow shot like that would have come out of Ryder's stick.
Conley with the ball. Back to the Ryder Scott.
Fakes it over to Jack. Ends up throwing it there eventually.
Ryan Curry with the ball. Back to
14
Jack
seconds on
Lorraine.
the shot clock. Something's got to happen here. We are in single digits. And a look. No.
Oh, flag down.
And there's the flag. Nate, it looks like he was pushed from behind. And I believe that would be a penalty. A lot of things go here in this sport of lacrosse. Whacking each other with the lacrosse stick, checks. But you cannot do things from behind. That would be a penalty.
St. Joe on a man up here. See if they can capitalize.
A shot!
Shot!
Not quite.
Wide.
Again, some good looks from St. Joe, but just not converting.
Ryan Curry with the ball. Dishing off to number 5. To Jack Ray.
Reed Herbert
13.
in! Oh,
Oh, just above the bar.
a nice look
Now
again.
it's St. Paul's ball. See how much time they can kill on this man down.
I love that ball movement from St. Joe. Cooper Myers in the right spot, just missing top right.
Brody
A
Reese
little
Crane.
too aggressive there from Brody Reese. Refs did not like that.
Number 99 with the ball. Dodging.
Nico Dionisio on the fence.
Shot
Ooh!
off the bar.
Another ring-a-ding-ding right there. St. Paul's loving the crossbar. Off to number 15 here.
New shot clock. New 80. Saint.
I hit it to 60. It hit the post. I already reset it. Because when it started, it was like at 57. Good thing Lucas isn't here. He would be living.
Number 5 with the ball.
Number 5 for St. Paul's in the X. Looking to get it off. Can't find something he likes.
I guess he's just going to take it himself. Big save by Augie.
I'll tell you what. It hasn't even been one full half, but Augie Slade, MVP.
Tyler Avanzella with the ball. Waiting for his team. Ball back to Owen Craney. 2 minutes left in the half. See what St. Joe can do here. Craney dodges. Looks at goal.
Ooh.
Shoots. I think it was deflected there. Avanzella looks. Shoots. In the goalie stick. St. Paul's trying to break it out here. Owen Craney chasing him.
Oh,
Unsuccessful. Number 91 with the ball. Over to 8. Number 19 with the ball. Waiting for a look that he likes. Back to 20. Good stick by Brody Reese.
Well done, Brody.
Over and back.
And that's going to be
by
St. Joe's
by
possession.
St. Joe ball.
Folks, if you're uncertain why that happened like me, you cannot cross back over the midline after you have crossed initially on your offensive drive. And that would be the mistake of St. Paul there and why St. Joe now has possession. Another timeout from St. Joe, folks. We'll see you in a little bit after.
Adios. Welcome back to this amazing lacrosse game that we have here. All tied up at 1 with 1 minute left in the second quarter. St. Joe with the ball.
Over 60 seconds on the shot clock, but the game clock is less than 50 seconds now. I'm going to say St. Joe is going to look to run out the rest of this quarter, hopefully come away with another goal.
30 seconds left in the half. See what St. Joe can do here.
Cooper Myers with the ball.
Pushes it off to Ryan Curry. Waiting for help. Oh, mishandles the ball there. But this
10 seconds left.
Number 5. Owen Craney with the ball. 3 seconds left.
Can he get it off?
No.
And that's going to end it, folks.
That's going to end the first half.
We thank you for watching this exhilarating game on MSJ TV. 1 half down. The score is 1-1. A stellar game by both Mount St. Joseph and St. Paul's. We'll be back after the half.
Welcome back to this amazing and exhilarating game that we have here. Mount St. Joseph versus St. Paul's. 1-1, start of the second half.
Hey, this has been an exciting match. I really was impressed with the way St. Joe played the ride against St. Paul. I just learned that term. The ride is when you press them on the other side before they go into offense. But it looks like St. Paul is going to start us off with the first offensive go here.
Shot. Oh,
Huge
big save
defensive
out.
play there. Oh!
Flag down.
A flag down.
2 flags down.
I'm going to guess it's for the same penalty. They must have saw the same thing. And that's going to be against number 24, Henry Clark. And the ref is making a lot of hand signals. I couldn't be 100% certain what they mean. If I didn't know any better, I'd actually think he was on the cheer squad. Henry Clark in for a minute. That's going to put St. Joe down 1 man. This is a 6v5 here on the offensive front of St. Paul.
St. Paul's is swinging it around. When he shoots wide of the goal. Under 40 seconds left on the man down. Ball down.
Oh, and he's out.
Of bounds.
He steps out of
St.
bounds.
Joe ball.
Critical error on St. Paul there. He steps out of bounds trying to recover the ball. St. Joe's going to have a go at it now.
St. Joe clearing the ball. Long ball to Ryan Curry. Successful. Ryan Curry.
The ball
waiting
movement
for his
here is
team.
just...
St. Joe's going to be looking to waste time here.
That's a great point you make, Nate. They're going to try to run down the clock so they can get their 6th man here back. Understand, just because they're on the defensive front for the penalty, it still applies when they move to offense.
Now we're even strength here. See what St. Joe can do with the ball.
Mano y mano, 6v6 here. St. Joe with 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. Reed Herbert to Jack Barain.
Back to Ryan Curry.
Another look there, Jack Barain. Ryder Scott with the ball.
20 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball's at X. Curry with the ball.
Ooh.
Ball down.
Defender gets a stick on it.
St. Paul with the ball.
And we're looking at a counter from St.
But
Paul's.
he drops a pass, picks it back up. Now they gain the O zone, looking to strike again.
Gavin O'Farrell on the defense.
Passes
7
to
is wide open.
The 20. Number 7 in the ball. St. Paul's waiting for their offense.
There seems to
Number
be
9 with the ball.
potentially a little confusion here, figuring out which players to have.
Going down the wing.
On
Ryan
the
Curry on the ball. Pressing him. Shot. Goal by St. Paul's.
A sweeping shot from number 20 for St. Paul. And that's going to put them ahead of the Gales here, 2-1.
Right off the post and in. What a shot. Let's see how St. Joe can respond back here.
Man, you really hate to see that, Nate. They really have been playing such solid defense, but a real good look there from St. Paul to score that second goal.
Now we have Troy
Henderson.
Yeah. Taking the face off here for St. Joe.
Comes up with it, Troy. He's got to get away. Looking for the open man, can't find him. Goes back over the midline. And we're on our defensive
Pass
side.
Picked up by number 7, back to Augie.
Goodness, it's a scramble
Augie with
here.
the long ball to Brody Reese. He still hangs on to it.
He is locked up there, but he comes free.
He's going forward.
Has a
See if
look.
he shoots it here. Shoots.
And that's going to be a
Flag
penalty.
down. See, with the penalty,
On the head of Brody Reese, that is what we call a slash.
on
A slash from St. Paul's. Once again,
See what St. Joe can do here.
find
with
ourselves
this,
a penalty situation. This one
not-
going against St. Paul this time. Now St. Joe has 6 men to St. Paul's 5.
See what St. Joe can do here. See if they can even out the score.
Uh-oh.
Ball knocked down.
77 gets a stick on that pass,
Joe
disrupting the
comes
play,
back up with
but
the ball.
St. Joe up with it again. Jack
Jack
Brain.
Rain with the ball. This
He's driving.
shot blocked. Goalie picks up the ball, and he's running.
Goalie's
Big
out.
check.
Goalie is out.
St. Joe with the ball.
Goalie is
Jack
out.
Rain
He's
with the
running
ball.
back. Shot. Goal! An
St.
amazing
Joe.
play from St. Joe.
Lots of confusion.
I don't
St.
know
Paul's defense there.
what
I don't know
St.
what happened.
Paul was thinking. Number 17 was out by the 30-yard line trying to recover
Goalie trying to do everything himself.
what was
apparently.
a botched possession there. And St. Joe absolutely capitalizing on that one.
Evening out the score at 2.
We have some big dreamers here on this pitch today. There have been some fabulous plays on both sides.
Wait, what's happening?
Folks, if you're confused about what just happened, I can't help you because I am
I don't
also
know either.
confused. But somehow St. Joe has come with possession, and we're driving again, looking for
Looking to
The
take the
lead.
lead here.
Ryder Scott's double
Ryder
team.
with the ball.
Gets the ball off to
Jack.
Owen Craney now has it. He's tripped up.
But he still holds on to the ball.
Somehow that's not a
Looking for
penalty.
something.
Jack Breen.
Ryan Curry
Nope,
with the ball.
That would be Ryan Curry. Yep, Ryder Scott's in there.
New 16. Apparently we are resetting the shot clock apparently. And we don't know why. No. Did not the ball did not in fact hit the goalie. But we somehow get a new shot clock.
Again, I don't know much about this
well.
sport, but I do believe it did not touch the crossbar to
Or the
warrant
goalie.
a reset of the clock.
Right over
No
the ball.
goalie, no crossbar,
Look-
but St. Joe
looking to dodge.
lucks out here.
Ryder looking for something that he likes.
And St. Paul coaches on the field shouting.
Shot off the goal. St. Paul recovers. They're looking to clear it. Dish off the 14. Flag down. The St. Paul fans are livid at the refs right now.
This has been the strangest 3 minutes that have gone on. And I don't even know how this sport works.
Okay, I think they're going 28. 1 minute, full time.
Wait, 28? For what? Wait. On that? St. Joe with another man up here. See if they can take the lead.
Number 28 for
Game.
St. Paul has received the penalty. He is in for a minute. We have 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter. It's a 6v5 with St. Joe
New 80.
on the possession.
This is the first time we've ever done 80.
And now we're off and away. Ball with Owen Craney. Over to Ryder. Back to Craney at X. Cutting in.
Oh!
Shot just wide. Ryder with the ball. Owen Craney cutting in.
Owen Craney! From around the back!
Right through the goalie's wickets.
Right through his wickets, Nate. I love that. That is the energy I need there. He swings it in, a sweeping goal with his stick, right on the left side of the goal.
St. Paul.
Owen Craney.
Now St. Joe with the lead here. First lead they have had all game. This low
fabulous.
scoring matchup.
Fabulous play from St. Joe. Folks, I don't know what you can hear on this live broadcast, but it is lively in the stands right now. Hot, even. But
A lot of
nonetheless,
tripping going on.
St. Joe with the lead, 3-2 here. Ryan Hudson,
Oh, St. Joe,
and St. Joe comes away
Picks
with
up
the
the ball.
ball.
number 4 with it. Giving it off to Owen Craney. He's waiting for his teammates to get into the ozone. Ron Carey with the ball at X.
We're still looking at 15 seconds for the penalty here.
Shot off the post.
A good look from Jack Barain.
St. Paul's looking to clear here.
Yes.
But good press by Ryan Curry.
Once again,
Long
playing the
ball.
ride. Oh!
Overthrows it.
And St. Joe's going to come away with this one.
St. Joe ball. The St. Joe fans are going crazy.
Henry Clark with the ball. Launches
Ball to
it.
Ryan Curry. Looking to gain the zone here.
Number 28 for St. Paul has been released, so we are back at 6v6.
Jack Barain with the ball. Giving off to Reed Herbert. He's looking to dodge. Gives it to number 2.
Ryder Scott snags that out from the air. Not the best pass.
Back to
from-
Reed Herbert. Oh,
Takes a shot off the helmet of St.
Jack
Paul.
Barain's
Jack
ball.
is
He's gonna
driving.
shoot.
Oh! Magnificent! In the corner.
Right in the top corner. What a shot. Lucky bounce for St. Joe there. St. Paul's can't catch a break.
Absolutely marvelous play from St. Joe. Number 6, Jack Barain with the goal there. I tell you what, Nate, he is crispy with the rock.
He is, in fact. Never seen anything like it.
That's going to put a 2-goal lead there for St. Joe against St. Paul here.
St. Joe on a 3-0 run here.
And St. Joe comes
Now
away with the
running.
possession.
Dish it off to number 26. To Gavin Conley.
Ryan Hudson has to be over 500 for the face-off wins he's had today.
Right. St. Joe trying to strike again. Ball with Ryan Curry.
Looking to set something up. Ryder Scott with the ball. Ooh! An ambitious
That pass.
pass over to Gavin. Not quite, though. The St. Paul fans asking the refs if that's a shot. It is not.
St. Paul is looking to.
Number 99 for St. Paul.
Number 8 with the ball.
He's moving around.
Great defense by St. Joe here. Ball's at X. Looking to set someone up. Pick.
Gavin O'Farrell staying with the
He has
man.
nothing.
Oh,
Nice
and
interception
it's
by Brody
intercepted.
Reese.
Well done,
Trying to
Brody.
Keep the ball.
They're going to have to make sure to get it off here. They only have 10 seconds to get it to the other side.
See what Augie Caesar does. Long ball to number 14. Back to Ryan Curry.
And just in time. The stick is broken. That will make it difficult for him to continue playing here.
Shoots in the goal! Nice bounce up by number 13.
That's
Cooper
Myers coming up big here with the 5th goal for St. Joe to St. Paul's 2. This is
Fifth goal of the half.
absolutely magnificent from the St. Joe Gales. I am fired up, Nate.
I am too.
Completely,
Very exciting.
Extremely ecstatic.
Adrenaline is pumping right now.
Indeed, and there is still 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter.
I've never seen a game like this in my life.
I've never watched lacrosse, Nate, so yes, I too have never seen a game like this. We're sweeping for the ball here.
Ground ball.
St. Paul has scooped it up, and they have
Look at the
possession.
score goal to end this 4-0 run by St. Joe. 2:30 left in the 3rd quarter. St. Paul's looking to set up their offense. Ball with number 19 on the wing. He cuts in. 99 with the ball.
Brody Reese on the defensive
Dodging, going
end.
down the wing, looking to shoot.
Double
Wide.
team, and no.
Good D.
I'll tell you what, St. Paul's is pressing very hard to end this 4-goal streak from St. Joe.
See what
Gavin
they can
O'Farrell
do
on the
here.
defensive. The shot, it's wide left.
Another broken stick. Two broken sticks in the last minute.
If that does not tell you how tense this match is today, folks. 2 broken sticks in less than 2 minutes. There is some bad
Never seen
juju.
anything like
Bad
it
juju
before.
going on here.
Great check.
And it's going to be St. Paul's ball still.
St. Joe bench is fired up.
29 seconds on the shot clock for St. Paul. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Number 8 with the ball. Going on the wing.
It's to their X. Ooh! And that's going to be a
Flag.
penalty.
2 flags down. Good save by Augie. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds for St. Paul, but that penalty is going to be costing them. Tyler Appenzeller with the cross check.
Two.
That's pretty simple, but yeah, 2 minutes. Jeez.
And the ref has made the safety call to indicate that Tyler Appenzeller will have 2 minutes. He claps his hand a couple times.
I don't
2
know what
minutes
that
for
means,
Tyler
but
Appenzeller in the penalty box. But there's only 1 minute and 25 seconds in this quarter.
There won't be a face if St. Paul's has the ball at the end of the half. They're going to try to score because it's unreleasable.
St. Joe counting the passes of St. Paul's. They're very good at math.
St. Paul does not have a look that they like. See if
Looking
St.
to
Joe
move
can
the
hold them
defensive
off.
around.
When he shoots, big
No!
save by Augie Caesar. He's having a great game today. See if he can keep it up for the rest of this game.
Ooh! They're pressing real hard.
Oh,
He's through.
he's taking a beating.
Yes.
Flag down.
And that's a flag. That's going to be no good. This game has become extremely physical.
Oh, another flag out for
A second flag.
unsportsmanlike. 99 can't keep his mouth shut. That's what happens when you run your mouth there.
Okay.
Refs don't like that.
All right, 19 and 99 are going to get penalties.
This has been an
19.
exhilarating third quarter. We were looking at 5 goals St. Joe, 2 goals for St. Paul. There are currently 2 flags down for 2 different players.
Wait,
I think 19's.
both won?
Both are 1 minute, I think. So of course, we're only 1 minute out.
Wait, what's the other penalty? There's no 2?
As soon as we decipher the hand gestures of the refs, I'll let you know what the penalties are.
It's on 19 and 99 are the penalties. I just don't know the time. I think they're 1 minute each, but I don't know.
Huh?
99 to 30 seconds. I don't. I guess that's right.
So currently it's a 4v5 matchup. 4 men for St. Paul, 5 for St. Joe. And we have 45 seconds left in this quarter. Things are
Carry the
really
ball.
heating up.
St. Joe swinging the ball around. St. Joe's keeps passing it back and forth. Skips it across.
Does he see
Shot by
something?
2. Oh, just a
No.
little wide. St. Joe looking good here on offense. Crisp passing.
9 seconds remaining for the penalty against St. Paul till one of
25
their men is released.
25 seconds left in the third quarter.
And he's in.
Ryder Scott with the ball.
It's a 5v5, 14 seconds.
Ryan Kerr with the ball. Looks like St. Joe's going to hold the ball until the end of the quarter, just to waste time.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, folks. Score is 5 St. Joe, 2 St. Paul.
What a amazing quarter to watch of lacrosse.
We'll be right back here with MSJ TV's live coverage of this lacrosse game. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in a bit.
Nathan Carr signing off. Welcome back to this very loud and very pleasing game to watch.
Pleasing is putting it nicely there, man. St. Joe on the offensive here.
Curry with the ball. This is, oh,
Beginning of the fourth quarter here.
he's running around in circles.
Folks, score is
Gives it to number 2. He shoots.
Off
Good
the
eat by number
defender.
3 on St. Paul's.
Off the defender's leg. Craney looking to dive to keep possession, but it's going to be St. Paul's ball.
Number 28 going to try and clear here. Pass
Our
it back to
score
the goalie.
is
Back to number 4.
5 St. Joe, 2 for St. Paul. A Gilman throw
Now,
there.
even strength.
Gilman something.
Number 99 with the ball. Brody Reese on defense. 99 looking to dodge.
Ben Clark on the defensive. He's holding his man. Very impressive.
99 has
99
nothing.
struggling.
Number 7 with the ball.
With a look.
Off the bar. St. Paul's can't buy a goal.
Cannot. I'll tell you what, St. Paul's wins the crossbar challenge, bar none. I'm getting word that that was a nice pun on my part. St. Paul here on the
99
defensive.
going down the wing. Shoot.
Ooh!
Nice save by Augie.
Looking for a sweeper goal there. Didn't happen for number 99, but a good look nonetheless.
Long ball. Just a little high. 21 comes down with
Beckett
it.
Flurry
He's running.
out in the middle of no man's land.
Successful clear. Number 26 of St. Paul's on him. Keep hitting him. That
He
must
is
hurt.
getting abused there. Gets the ball off finally to Jack Barain, and he's back on the defensive end.
See if
St. Joe needs
can
one
add to
more.
the lead.
They've only got 5 right now. A little confusion here.
Coach Reed yelling at his team to do something with the ball here.
St. Joe up 3 goals. Looks like the strategy here is to bide their time and waste as much time in order to find the W for today. Jack Barain
Bad pass.
looking to get it to
St.
Gavin
Paul
Conley.
clearing.
Not
He is on
quite.
a run going coast to coast. Nice clear by number 14. Ball with number 28. Over to number 7.
Brody Reese on the defensive. From the X. It's going to be an unsuccessful attempt there. Number 7 up top. He gets
through,
clear.
down the alley, shoots.
And he bounces
Right
out
through
with it.
August Caesar's wickets.
An important goal for St. Paul as they look to diminish the lead here.
And St. Paul doing their shenanigans on the sideline again. Haven't seen that in a bit.
It looks like they have pinned one of their own players.
Very interesting team, St. Paul.
Score is now St. Joe 5, St. Paul 3.
With 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. See if St. Joe can hold to St. Paul's. Apparently, it's St. Paul's ball.
Hudson there a little too early for that face-off. St. Paul's going to come away with possession here.
Number 7 the ball. This is off to number 20. Back to 7. See if St. Paul can add to their lead here.
Maury Vass on the defensive here. Brody Reese.
Number 20 with the ball. He's spinning around.
They've lost possession. St. Joe comes away with it, but he's being attacked.
Ball's loose.
There it is.
Number four boxing him out.
Nico
Counter
Dionisio
attack
coming
by
away
St.
with the
Joe.
ball on the
Number 8,
counter.
Ryan Curry.
Oh!
Big save.
What a save.
Now you got to tip your hat off to the St. Paul goalie there. That was a marvelous save.
Ryan Curry not able to finish a crucial chance. Will that haunt St. Joe?
A beautiful look there. He was one-on-one. St. Joe still with possession here. Less than 60 seconds on the shot clock. What can they do? Oh, he's on the ground. Recovers the ball, though. We're up top with Reed Herbert. Pass over to Ryder Scott. He's driving. Drops it off to Craney. Moving the ball quickly. Reed Herbert back up top.
Pass a little low.
He doesn't like it. 30 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to go again.
Running down the
Two
alley.
defenders. St. Paul really efficient with their double team here.
Ten seconds left on the shot clock for St. Joe. Let's see what they can muster up here. Back over.
He's going from behind.
Shot.
And it's in!
Ryan Curry with the goal.
Craney drawing his defender for Jack Moraine to come up through the X and sweep it to the right bottom corner of the goal.
It was Ryan Curry that scored.
That's what I said, Ryan Curry. 8-6. Sometimes I get those numbers mixed up, folks. My sincere apologies. That's going to be Ryan Curry with another stellar goal from Mount St. Joseph High School. They are back with a 3-goal lead against St. Paul's.
St. Paul comes up with the ball off the face-off. Number 99 with the ball. Defended by Brody Reese, who's committed to Maryland.
St. Paul's only
Overthrown ball. St. Joe
a little
ball.
slow on the transition there. St. Paul's not even with all 6 men on the offensive front before losing the ball here. It's going to be St. Joe ball.
Number 21 is going to take it in for St. Joe. Giving it to Jack Moraine.
6.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. St. Joe taking their time. There is no rush.
Jack Moraine dodging. Going down the wing. Shooting.
Whoa!
Through the field goal.
That, unfortunately, is not good for 3 points. Owen Craney with the
Dodging
ball.
from X. Going through 2 guys.
Back to the X.
Sees nothing that he likes.
Ryder Scott
Dodging back
getting
in,
held
shoots.
up. It's going to be no good.
This is the net. See if St. Joe can add to the lead here.
28 seconds on the shot clock. Owen Craney driving. He sweeps. That goes right past the goalie. We are under 6 minutes here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, shot.
And it's in! Owen Craney! St. Joe is up 7-3 against St. Paul in what has become an absolutely fabulous game. An exceptional play from your St. Joe Gales.
How will St. Paul's respond back? With only 5 minutes left, actually 5 minutes 30 left, can St. Paul make the comeback?
Ryan Hudson for the faceoff here.
St. Joe ball. St. Paul parents are furious.
Well, something happened.
Cooper Myers with the ball.
Someone jumped, and I suppose it was St. Paul.
Reed Herbert with the ball, going down the wing. Shooting. Big
That's
save.
saved by St. Paul's goalie.
14 looking to clear.
He is driving.
Number 6 is staying with him.
Speed. He's
Gavin
winning.
O'Farrell on the ball.
Ben Clark on the defensive. A switch here. Miscommunication. Ooh.
Ball down.
And St. Joe's
St.
come
Joe
up
picks
with the
back
ball.
Looking to go on the counterattack. Number 21 being chased.
Beckett Fleury protecting
the
the
ball.
ball.
Running around in circles.
And that's
Timeout
gonna
called
be
by St. Joe.
a timeout. Wonderful play by St. Joe. 7 points to 3 in this fourth quarter. 4.5 minutes left. Folks, we'll be right back after this timeout.
Welcome back from that St. Joe timeout here. Let's see what St. Joe can do here with the ball in the zone. Reed Herbert with the ball, cutting inside. No goal.
And it looks like
for St. Paul. Goalie's apparently playing defense.
This is some hockey nonsense I'm watching.
Goalie is locking down.
And the goal is free. He gets flagged down. That's going to draw a flag.
St. Paul looks like they're very frustrated here.
Going to get him for the cross check to the head. Got to protect that noggin.
26.
26/1.
2-6.
And that's going to be a slash on number 26 for St. Paul. 1 minute in the penalty box. We have less than 4 minutes remaining in this final quarter of what has just been a stellar game and a beautiful performance from Mount St. Joseph.
St. Paul coach is yelling at the top of his lungs at his players. He is not happy. Jack Barini with the ball. He cuts in.
Good Myers up top. Owen Craney with the ball. What a stellar spin move.
Where was the defender going?
And they are playing with St. Paul right now, keeping possession very nicely, wasting as much time as possible. And he's just taking
Another
it.
flag down.
He's just taking it.
Number 6 being abused here.
I'll tell you what, I don't think we're even looking for a shot at goal. We're keeping possession, and that's it. And the shot clock is expired here. But that's a penalty against St. Paul. So Mount St. Joseph will end up with the ball once more. And St. Paul's down another man. Conveniently, the previous penalty is also finished. So St. Paul remains at 5 men versus 4.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, two's knee on the ground. Yep.
We are under 3 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Owen Craney, wheels turning, passes it off to Reed Herbert. Oh! This is a no-nonsense sort of situation here. Testing the waters of St. Paul. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a rabbit, and now we have a timeout. St. Joe's second timeout of this half. 2 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The score is 7 St. Joe, 3 St. Paul. We'll be right back, folks. We're back.
We are back here after timeout. See what St. Joe can do with the ball here to add to the lead. Skips it across to number 6. Goalie's out again. Playing defense. Open net for St. Joe to scoring.
This
Number
is
20 taking a
fantastic from
beating.
St. Paul.
Someone call CPS. Oh, God.
An interesting tactic from St. Paul. They are still down 1 man.
Shot,
So this
and
is
that's a goal. That's the icing on the cake for St. Joe.
yes. Calm it down, says Ryder Scott. 2 mitts in the air, waving like they just don't care. Fabulous job. I believe that's the first goal that Ryder's had all game. Don't make a big deal, he says. He's coming for more. Ryan Hudson for the faceoff, St. Joe. St. Paul comes away with it, scoops it up.
Oh, he's got sandwiched. St. Joe with the ball. Ground ball.
Absolute mayhem there. A St. Joe sandwich, if you will, to recover that ball. Unfortunately, it went out of bounds, so St. Paul has come away with the possession once more.
15 running. Dishes off to number 7. He cuts and shoots.
Looks to
I think
bounce
that
and it
caught
goes
the
over
stick
the
of
net,
Arby.
and he's in the crease, and that is St. Joe ball. A minute and a half left for this quarter.
Brody Reese with the ball. Passes to number 21.
We won't see
He
much
turns out the
offensive
Jets.
presence here. They're going to keep possession and kill that clock. St. Paul's whacking away. He's tried to push out of bounds, gets the pass off. Owen
Nice
remains.
ground ball.
St. Joe has
By
possession.
Owen Graney.
And he's moving. Got to get away. Something happened. There does
St.
appear
Paul
to
ball.
be something.
Oh, bad pass by the goalie.
Something. There is some sort of box on this field. I wonder if exiting the box was the cause of that turnover.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter. What a shot and a consolation goal for St. Paul's there.
A bit of a blooper there to earn St. Paul their 4th goal. Augie on the floor after that one. But nonetheless, we are still looking at a 4-goal lead for the Mount St. Joseph Gales. Less than a minute remains in this 4th quarter. Ryan Hudson on the faceoff. He loses his stick. St. Paul comes away with possession.
Number 7 with the ball. Gives it number 99. He's
Double
taking
teaming.
a beating. Oh,
It's
bobbing and
99
weaving.
show,
Big
but
save
not
by
against Augie
Caesar.
Slade. Not against Augie Slade. Comes up with the save, but unfortunately, a little too aggressive from the Mount St. Joseph Gales, and St. Paul's going to come away with another possession.
$15 cutting in. Pass it back door. Behind the back.
Tries to go from
Big save
behind.
by Augie.
Not quite an
Closes
overthrow,
man.
and we're at the midline here. 4 seconds remain,
left. St. Joe with the ball.
and Mount St. Joseph
And
has
MSJ
done it.
comes with a win, storming their goalie.
An 8-4 victory for your Mount St. Joseph Gales. An absolutely stellar performance.
Very
from
impressive.
the
Very,
boys
very impressive.
in purple. Folks, this has been Mount St. Joseph TV. We thank you so much for watching. I'm Slats McGee.
And I'm Nick Carr.
And we're signing off. Until next time, folks, Friday against Boys Latin.
Adios.